Hello peeps, welcome to another Boundless stream. I am outside of Pixelgate and I am doing a couple things. One thing I'm doing is gathering up some inky plants and fibrous plants, and the other thing I'm going to be doing is gathering up some sand while I'm out here, because I did use a big chunk of my sand that I had previously saved up while working on my new basement at Miner's Bluff. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. I am also just double checking to make sure that this is working correctly, because I have switched back to streaming on YouTube instead of Twitch. I've talked about it previously, either in streams or in videos, about switching back. Part of the reason is because I don't stream frequently enough to be able to really get up to the level of being able to be a partner. So I have decided to go back to YouTube, since I'm still really just starting out my YouTube channel. If you look at when I created this channel, I created it back almost a year ago now. I was back at the end of December of 2016, but I really didn't start putting up content until a few months ago. Beginning of June is when I really, end of May, beginning of June is when I really. Hey Solar Trap, how's it going today? So end of May, beginning of June is when I really started actually trying to have an actual channel where I've started creating content and uploading content. And so even though my channel says it's almost been a year old, I really feel like it really didn't start until end of May, beginning of June. So I kind of want to put all my effort into basically one platform. So I'm going back to streaming on YouTube and posting videos on YouTube. Well, that's cool. Sucks that you're at work, but that's awesome that the notifications actually work, because a lot of times they don't seem to work right. So I am outside. I'm on Solemn. I'm outside of Pixelgate gathering up some inky plants so I can make some more signs. Actually, so I can make some signs. I haven't even made any signs yet on the live servers. But I kind of want to get started a little bit on figuring out a layout for my place in Miner's Bluff. And I had the idea. I don't know how well it will actually work for real, but I have the idea to kind of lay since I don't have anything actually like really truly planned for my build on Muntean, I had the idea to kind of just start messing around with stuff using sand. I guess soil would be the same, could be the same. So I'm gonna grab some sand or soil while I'm out here too. and then I'll basically rough in some type of design using that sand or soil, so it's easy to take back up, and then I can replace it with whatever block I decide to use. Poor little spitters. I might actually, I don't know. I thinking I might actually be able to complete the spray and pray 3 today. I'm trying to look to see to make sure that I have everything. Since I haven't streamed on YouTube for a while, I want to make sure I have everything set up like the... Okay, so it is saying... I do have it set that I'm playing Boundless. I want to make sure I have everything set right. They did just do a hot fix too. I believe it was this morning, or it might have been yesterday. I don't remember or know exactly when. I seen the post this morning, and I did see that my Boundless game did have an update this morning at like 5 o'clock in the morning. So we are on 182.1 now. Grab some sand. I used up almost all my sand, taking out that lava in the basement on my Munteen build. Gonna start a new character. It's fun to start over somewhat, but you get to a point where it slows down pretty bad, and then it's tough to get any levels. You end up having to, I mean, it's a lot better than it used to be, but still feels like mining is still the quickest way to level, and in order to be efficient at mining, you have to invest some skill points into some of the skills, and then you got to figure out why you're actually playing an alt. Are you using it just to start over, or are you trying to accomplish something with your alt by, like, I created my alt. Yeah, that would be a pretty good idea. Like, I created my first alt was so I could create my my other season and basically create some content showing what it's like to be a new player, because I wasn't creating content for Boundless when I started playing Boundless. So that allowed me, once they gave us the ability to do alts, then I gained the ability to go back and create that content that I was wanting to create from a new player's perspective, so new players could watch the series and get an idea of how things are for the game. And I created my second alt to be able to make him be a crafter, and then I'm trying not to invest points outside of crafting on him, but it's just getting so hard to get any levels once you make it through all of the objectives. Yeah, really looking forward to when they add the dungeons and titans. I'm hoping that they add it before the game goes live with 1.0. But I'm afraid that they'll hold off on that stuff until 1.0 goes live. They'll do like internal testing for it. Another thing that they're supposed to be adding that'll help a lot will be the contracts. And I think we'll be getting that. We'll definitely be, I feel like we'll definitely get that before 1.0 goes live. But I'm not too sure about Titans. Also like a tier 4 planet, tier 5 planet. They have, you can almost guess that they are going to head in that direction because they have higher tier resources that aren't in the game yet that they're talking about. Whatever dark matter, I don't remember what the other ones are. So maybe they will add higher tier planets, and then like that other higher tier resources will be, you'll get them from the higher tier planets. Not sure how long I'll be able to stream today. I got some stuff that I need to take care of around the house. And then the wife wants to go shopping this afternoon. She only has to work half a day today, so I gotta get the stuff done before she gets home. Boy, it don't take long to get, when you can one-shot the sand, it don't take long. The other thing, I don't know how much it'll actually truly add to the game, but the other thing that I'm kind of looking forward to and hoping they'll add before 1.0, but it sounds like it's not something that'll be out until 1.0, is farming. I am curious to see how they're going to do farming. I don't know what you can do to really make farming exciting though. Like, I know Minecraft has farming and Creativerse has farming, but I don't like the way Creativerse necessarily does it, because you have to, when you gather a resource, you have to process that resource into seeds instead of just automatically getting seeds necessarily when you pick it. You have the chance to get some seeds, but you always have to process some of your product in order to replant farm. And then that really adds a lot of time and effort into the farming process. Yeah, I've seen your where did I see your screenshots at? Did you post the screenshots on Discord, or was it on the forums? I saw your screenshot somewhere. We can go check that out. Yeah, custom servers would be cool. That you can invite your friends to. I've upgraded my tier high enough to be able to get the world builder, but I have not tried messing around with it at all. I think I should mess around with that someday and try to figure out how to do some stuff with the world builder. I know there's some cool things that you can do with the world builder to preview, like different color options that could potentially become available. Like me and Cook Viper were talking once about a blue block, because there's no real decent blue block in the game. And another user that had messed around with the world builder a little bit went on to the world builder and quickly put together some stuff with a bunch of different blue blocks. So there was like blue leaves, blue sand. Basically was putting a blue tint just about on any available block in the game. I heard it's pretty complicated to use and not necessarily very user friendly. Kind of why I've kind of stayed away from trying to mess around with it. Between playing this game and playing Creativerse, Boundless, Minecraft, 7 Days to Die, Fortnite, I don't have enough time to try to learn and figure out how to do the world builder yet. I'm trying to think of a way to maybe scale back some of my content, but I like having somewhat of a set schedule as far as when I'm going to be putting out content. So in order for me to scale back some, I almost feel like I would have to I pretty much have to cut out a game. And I'm really enjoying playing Minecraft, and I still really enjoy Creativerse, and definitely enjoying Boundless. So it's like I can't decide which one I don't really want to get rid of any of them. But I really can't. I mean, I could potentially have a schedule where I'm maybe 1 week I do a Creativerse video, and the next week I do on that particular day. Say Monday right now is a day that I've been putting out my Minecraft videos. So maybe I do something like Monday one week is Minecraft, the next week is Creativerse, and it's basically cut back to an every other week. But then that only ends up being 2 videos a month for both of those games. I definitely, right now I feel like I don't want to cut back on any of my Boundless content, because there's, now that Javita's making videos again, and Andyism is streaming Boundless, there's a few more people that are putting out content for Boundless, but for a while there, it felt like I was the only one that was actually doing anything on Boundless, and I want people to be able to have something to watch for Boundless. Plus, I do really enjoy this game. It's probably my favorite game out of the games that I play right now. I do, and then one thing with like Creativerse is a larger player base with Creativerse, and obviously the same with Minecraft. So by keeping those active on my channel, I can reach a broader audience that maybe will expose more people to Boundless, and more people will join Boundless and give us a chance. Give this game a chance. That's kind of my hope. I'm basically trying to maintain a pretty frequent posting schedule right now, where I'm trying to post pretty much a video every single day, and it's getting kind of tough. Yeah. That would be a bummer, but it's bound to happen. Right now, really, the Boundless player base is pretty small. But once this game goes live, or maybe not even totally live, but once they add in PS4 to it, it won't be that way for long. This game will take off once they add the console players to it, either at live or prior to live. I mean, if you look up like the PS4 trailer, and when they had the PS4 demo at I think it was PAX East, some of those videos on YouTube, they have like thousands and thousands of views, so there's definitely some interest in it from the console players. And once we start getting more players, there's bound to be more players like nature. In fact, there is I've only just playing this game since I think I started middle of March is when I started playing this game. And in the time that I've been playing this game, I've only found one build that I felt was offensive. And I just actually found that build just within the last couple days. I guess you could kind of say I didn't really feel like nature's build per se was offensive. It was just the way that he blocked that gleam so nobody can get it. And the bad thing is, like, he can't even get it the way that he blocked it. If he wanted to control all that gleam on his own, what he should have did was beaconed all the way around it and above it, and basically built walls all the way around it so only he could see it, only he could get it, and leave the inside of it unprotected. But the way he's got it set up, he can't even get any of that gleam. But I did finally, or I did just recently come across a build that actually is poor little spitter doesn't even hurt. I was when I was trying to get set up to do the stream, I was AFK out in the desert there, and I had a spitter come up to me like this, and he was sitting there shooting me, and it doesn't even do any damage, or not enough damage to bring my health down. So I don't know if they really don't have a way in game of like reporting a person's build yet. So I don't know. I didn't take any screenshots of the build that I found offensive, but basically there's some they chiseled out in using blocks some not very nice words. One of the words wasn't too bad. It was, but one of them really wasn't very appropriate. I'd try to go find it, but I really don't want to put that person's build out on the stream. But I should go back there and take a screenshot of it and maybe message one of the developers or something for it. I actually have like excess points right now on Twisted Foot. I actually don't have all my points spent. So if we take a look at my skills, I have 181 skill points available. And what I've primarily done is built this guy to be a builder gatherer. So I have not, the only item crafting that I actually currently have are, I have these two, so that way when I get done hunting, I can take my Oort stones and throw it in my extractor and start processing them right away and not have to worry about switching to my alt, which my alt is my crafter now. And I do have, so because of that, I have points into bulk craft and mass craft. And then I currently have these two, which is the common decorative recipes and the advanced decorative recipes, because my alt doesn't have enough skill points to be able to unlock these yet until I level a few more levels. Otherwise, my alt has all of these other ones. My alt has all of these things, so I can craft everything on my alt. And right now I've only gone this high on vitality because, and honestly, almost feel like have too many points put into it. because I also have maxed out my death penalty reduction, and I've also maxed out my item durability bonus. So when I die, obviously I don't take any durability loss on any of my tools anymore. So do I really need to have that much health? I have basically, there's no penalty to dying, so. But I actually have 181 points left over to spend. But I have in tool mastery, I just have hammer mastery because I primarily only use iron tools anyway. And when you go to like a starter planet, like I don't have any mastery into my shovel mastery and any mastery into my axe mastery, but I can still go run around and one shot soil and sand on the starter planets. And the same with like leaves. I can one shot the leaves. Occasionally you can one shot trees, but that's not all the time. But it's consistent enough that it doesn't bother me. One thing with where I started at, when I started, there was no mastery. Pretty much every tool, I think if I remember right, every tool basically worked the same way. So when you went up to mine a block of stone and you had an iron hammer with you, it took you 4 hits. And that's just how it was. I think stone took you 6 hits, iron took you 4 hits. Once you got like up into gold and stuff, I think it was like 3 hits. And so that's what I grew up. Yeah, that's what I grew up to. Back in the old days, us old timers. But that's what I got used to in the game. So if I can 1 and 2 hit stuff, that still feels so much quicker than what I was used to playing on. Alright, let's go see. Let's try to figure out the best way to get to Solar Trap's base in ELOP PORTAS. Let's go on a little tour. I have late last night and early this morning I messed around with my portals, and all of our portals have normally been 2x3, and you can actually do which is 6 portal blocks. You can actually do up to 8 portal blocks as all at the same cost. So I switched around a couple of the portals to be 4 wide by 2 high, which gives you kind of a cooler, more cinematic widescreen view into the world that you're going into. Yeah, I'm not quite that old, but there's a few players that are still playing this game that have been around that long. They're like really old timers. I must be like the middle age then. Because I actually joined right before one of the bigger changes to the game was their resource distribution update. And basically prior to that, finding gems was so much easier. You could find hundreds of gems in no time at all. And then they redid all of the distribution of gems and resources to what players see now. And unfortunately, at the time I was not high enough level yet, so I couldn't even really get out there to gather gems when they were like that. I mean, you can find screenshots of people finding, like, they'd be standing in a cave and for as far as you can see around is all full of gems. But like I said, I couldn't even gather gems at that point yet. So, like I said, I did the 4-wide portal to Solemn. I did the 4-wide portal to Nashville. And I left the Muntean portal as 2-wide just because I have all of these other portals in the Nashville, or the Muntean hub. We found a, I was talking with Mobius last night. He added a portal to Aquatopia Village, and we found this plot here. All of the blocks say that they're wild on it, but we can't you can't like claim it. So you drop a beacon down and you go to put your fuel in it. Oh, now it'll work. Last night this wouldn't work. You couldn't, this beacon couldn't, this plot couldn't be claimed, so maybe a developer actually came and figured out what was going on with it and actually got it fixed for us. So now Mobius can come and claim that. Alright, so we got off track again. Back to heading to ELOP PORTAS. I still get lost coming. I was just out here just the other night. I seen you have a you have a new neighbor. It's kind of a neat little small build. Oh, it's got a basement too. I see some iron over there. Ah. Where the heck are you? Oh, there you go. So tiny you can't even stick out of the grass. Go kill this other spitter. Kind of want to kill every spitter I see because I'm close to that, completing that spray and pray 3. I like how you did that little deck off of the side. And is that supposed to like symbolize that it's like broken off, like busted off, like it's deteriorating a little bit? What is this stuff? This is sand. Oh, so this is the rubble. Oh, and it even busted up the ground. Busted up the ground as it fell down. That's cool. And you added a sign. One thing I wish Boundless had was automatic doors. This glitch is so funny. I'm kind of shocked it made it into the live game because I reported it from the test server. Where are you? You're kind of annoying me. You're not even trying to attack me. So do you like draw out your design, like what you chiseled out here? Do you like draw that out in paper somehow so that way you can get it the same on both sides, or do you just wing it and eyeball it up and do it that way? Oh. Little bugger actually pushed me back when he came up. Oh, I was gonna try to jump back on there. I would not have made that jump. Alright, so let's go to... Let's go check out Sun Tower. I like how this looks when you look through your portal. You did an awesome job designing your portals. Excuse me. Oh, you're building in Nashville. Oh, I see somebody that did something similar to what I've done, where they've dug down into the, worked their way down into the lava. Whose build is this? Cattywumper. This took me so long to do, to dig down into lava for my build. We'll go back and check out Sun Tower a little bit more. I just saw this and had to come check this out. Well, that's kind of cool. So the streets are like two layers. An under part of the street and an upper part of the street. That's pretty cool. Where does this go? Vault toe. Okay, Berlin. Are you leaving the soil like this too around it? Do you have lava underneath your build? Oh, I see. You've started putting grass on it. This is a pretty neat place. Whoa. You found like the perfect place to build like a replica of your moon tower. This location like works perfectly for it. I like how they did that. That's pretty neat. Pretty cool idea. So there's what oh, it's up to second. This place will become the capital of Nashville pretty quickly. Oh, okay, I see where he built on one of those places that have like the little land paths in the middle of a lava lake. Very cool. I like. It's nice seeing somebody build something like this on Nashville. There's really no builds on Nashville at all. I just realized, like, so that corner tower matches this corner tower. Very cool. I don't know if I've ever seen Savage in game. Now how the heck you get all the way back up to your portal? That didn't work. I don't have any mastery in the sling bow. Very cool. I'm glad I came to check this out, because this is pretty impressive. I like how he has the paths basically going off of the corners and basically continuing on into the world. I definitely could see this place growing some more. Alright, let's... Sam's build is coming along pretty nicely too. I started to do a little chisel work. Poor Sam. His internet has been acting up on him, so he hasn't been able to get on since the new update has dropped. I think he said he was hoping that they would get out to his place today to take a look at it. Alright, let's figure out how to get back to my Muntean place. And here we are, home sweet home. So, I don't know if I've posted any videos. I can't remember if I've posted any videos that actually show what I've done in my basement area so far. So, let's kind of go over what I did. So, I have my storage on one half of the basement, and I have my machines on the other half of the basement. In here, I'm storing basically some of the higher tier block stuff, like the machined metal blocks, the refined metal blocks. Some of the compact gem blocks will go there. And then I also have my ore here because I have my furnaces right here. I have 5 titanium furnaces. I don't know if I have anything being made in any of them yet. And then obviously I have like all my food, basically kind of like stuff that would be made in the furnaces in this row. In this row I have my wood and foliage and then flowers. This is my stone row. I have my stone blocks. This is the like soil, so I got like gravel, sand, the different soils, clay, peaty soil, silty soil, the growth, the mud. This is natural crystal and ice and glacier. All of my different grass seeds. These are like my tools. tools that I use off and on occasionally. Plus like my supply of, so it's like my supply of ruby grapples. When my grapple wears out, I just come grab a new one. Same with my sling bows and stuff. This is my basically my selling stuff. So this is my stock of stuff that I sell in my shops. I don't keep a separate stock for like the iron tools and stuff. So like when I run out of iron hammers, I do just come here and I just grab from whatever smart stack is in a full smart stack or whatever. But this is primarily where I store my sale items. This would be like I don't know what you call like household items basically. So you have your machines, your selling plinths, your furnaces, your storage blocks, that kind of stuff, doors, trapdoors, glass. And on this side is my gleam and like lighting stuff. And then I also have my lava bucket and water bucket stacks in here. So that's the storage. And on this side I have my workbenches. I have added refined gleam around in spots on the floor to increase lighting in between the storages and stuff. So it's pretty lit up down in here. I have my machines here. So this is my mixer block. So I don't have a lot of need for a lot of mixers, so I have 4 mixers, and then in the middle of the mixers I have my stack of 4 spark cores. So I can access my spark cores to put fuel in the spark cores. Was experimenting with different like end panels. I'm going to go with this one. I just need to get around to machining some more iron. And then I got all of the different colors from Cook Viper. It's kind of deceiving, like these are just single blocks. I saved one single block of all of the raw gleam that I got from him. These are the ones obviously that you can find in the world, so I have more of those. My lanterns, I have a few of the lanterns that I've crafted up. So I'm going to go with this look with the machined iron basically to close off the end panels so it doesn't, otherwise it looks a little bit janky. I don't know if anybody watches Rendog, but he uses that term all the time. So it looks a little janky with without like an end panel on it. So I like the way it looks better with that machined iron look. So we had the mixers here. This is my compactor bank. So I have 5 compactors. Like this one is set up for compacting coal. So when I come back from gathering, I just come to this compactor and I'll throw in the contents from being out gathering. This one is my gems that I've collected so far. I'll have like one for like titanium for the alloys, one for the different soils, and I have my workbench bank. So I've been making this ink extract so I can craft some signs. I have my extractors, so like I'll come in and I can just throw my Oort stone right in there, and since this guy knows the recipes, I can just come right in and start crafting a mass batch of Oort shards. I haven't done that yet because I'm still trying to level up my alt a little more, so I basically just throw it in there and then I jump on my alt and come craft it that way. This one is to extract my bones. This one is the fibrous one. This one should be the inky one. So we got a few inky leaves and a few fibrous leaves. So this is kind of the things like I do for how I play the game. This one's not used really for anything yet. I need to turn that piece right there. I don't think I have. Nope, I don't have a. And then this is my refinery bank. So I have my things that I've refined here. I store some commonly used items in the storage bins close to the workbenches and stuff, so I don't have to run back and forth from there. Same with like for here, I have storage here for so I can store fuel for the furnaces. And I have a portal to back to Muntin Paradise, which gets me basically connected to Jeff's portal hub and out to my shop. This is my lovely shop. I really need to kind of redo some of it because I built this before the chisel update, so I could do some better things with the chiseling. And then I have on the other side, I have a portal to Stretchius's house, which is in Miner's Bluff, just down the way from my place. Is basically over that way behind that tree, I think. Yeah, you can see my little house icon. And inside Stretchius's place, I have access to portals to the other Volto community, to Pixelgate, right outside of my Red Pyramid in Pixelgate. And then this is Stretchius's new place that he's working on Scepterfon. And then Don from Dad and Dex Play Games. This is his totem build that he's been working on. He has been posting videos of his progress on this build. So this is eventually going to be a massive totem sticking out of the ground. There's a lot of spitters here. Oh, we have a hopper. Die, hopper. Look at all the wild stock. I do like the some of the new spawning techniques that they've implemented with the herds of wild stock, but I think they messed up a little bit of the spawning for like spitters and stuff, because you go to planets like Muntin, which used to be so good for hunting, and you can go for quite a while without seeing any other critters. So this is Stretchius's build that he's working on. Looks like he might actually have the roof done. Last time I was out here, he wasn't done with the roof yet. It's a pretty cool build. Like all the sharp angles on it. And I am going to be building something out here too. have, I could claim some plots, but I'm thinking of building over here across the lake, and then me and Stretchius could build like a cool looking bridge across the lake. So I'm thinking of building around in this area. And then we could link our paths up here by a bridge. Come on, come over here. Really like the this location, the views around here. This is cool too, this little ice almost like a ice sculpture thingy that's a natural build. I looked up there, that would be kind of a cool place to build inside of that too. But he's got portals available, so you can, if anybody's interested in coming to build out here, you could purchase a portal shard and come join him out here. Now let's run back to, I know I could use the portal, but we'll run back this way. I haven't even decided like what I want to use for a material for my build yet. For the house part. I don't even know how I feel necessarily about this refined metamorphic rock for the floor. I might swap that out. I am currently, I guess, leaning towards these colors just because I haven't used them. And I'll probably go with this color of igneous because I like the look of the igneous brick. And I like the look of the igneous, the refined igneous. So that's a block that I'm thinking of going with. I also like the look of the decorative igneous rock. Both of them, the decorative 2 and the decorative 1. So that's a color that I'm thinking of. But I'm not 100% sure yet. Alright, so I gotta try to think of now I don't know. how great of an idea this actually is to actually be building this way. Let's see. How does that look? That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we come over 8. Put that there. Miscounted somewhere. So kind of oops. Oh, I didn't even talk about, I have this waterfall and a lava. So I have a water fountain and a lava fountain inside of the basement area. Actually, what I should do is missed. Let's see, could go something maybe. I have a kind of a basic idea of kind of what I'm looking to do. It would almost be easier to take down the dimensions that I'm working with here and go practice building on Solemn or something, so that way I can like quickly dig out the blocks. I think we should only go like 6 high. I think what I'll do is I'll work on my idea for how I want to do this. Alright, that's already 6 high. what I'll do is not for the entire build, but I'll basically do what I'm thinking of for each corner is going to be the same. Where are you? So basically each corner will be the same. So this corner, that corner will be the same. Basically kind of like a tower in each corner is what I was kind of thinking. And then in the center would be a taller tower. I might have to build 2 of them. I think I have a slight problem because the plan, actually it should work out fine. Yeah, it should be okay. Actually, maybe we need to go. One thing that doing it this way is going to definitely help me do is make sure I get the right stuff beaconed right away. So we'll go 8 tall on these towers. And I don't need to necessarily, this will be the fun part, is going to be doing this chiseling, because if I fall, I go die. I get cooked. I get cooked if I fall. So basically what I'm basically just trying to get the basic outline and shape of the build. From here, then I can once I get the basic shape done, and then I swap out all of this temporary block with the real block that I want to use, then I can start working on like details for like windows and that kind of stuff. Alright, so we definitely need to add oof. We're gonna have to add we're gonna have to add a plot just to save this one row. Just one row. Oh well. This is going to be the first, like, this is the first real big build that I've actually done. Most of my builds so far have been relatively small. So that's kind of idea for... I tested it out on the test server, but I haven't done it on the live server. I guess that looks okay. Chisel that down. And there'll be a second one of those on this side. Uh-oh. Mistakes were made. Yeah. I should just leave it like that. Yeah. Let's test out the I wonder which color would work the best. Let's use the purple while we can, because in the future I better test it with something else first. In the future, when you put your gleam in your color thing, it'll actually use that gleam and you won't get it back. I want to make sure they didn't sneak that in yet. So let's... Okay. So let's use purple. Just because we can for right now. And not lose our purple. And... it's not much of a purple, really. Okay. Yeah. I'll chisel it all out and everything. I actually am tempted to chisel that roof just to see what it looks like for sure. Okay, so then my thoughts here will be basically, let's go up. There'll be a double door. We might have to go shorter on this, or taller on the towers. Boy, does that look janky or what? We're just so funny. Alright, let's fix that. Alright, so yeah, let's bring that down. So this is why I'm kind of glad that I'm doing it with like sand instead, so I can actually like change things up like this without having to destroy like rock. And we want that one out of there. That'll work. So this will be a nice tall door. Maybe with some taller windows in it. Maybe something like so. should just build this all out of dirt for right now. I was thinking of only doing like just a couple of the pieces just to get the general idea of how I want it to look and what I want it to be, but it would be kind of funny to build it all out of sand for right now. It would be a sand castle. At least then I'd be protected from cuddle trunks and stuff. Alright, let's go grab a chisel. I am going to chisel some of this just so I can get an idea of what it looks like. This is a slope, iron bevel, silver precise slope. Oh, we don't need the whole stack though. Alright. Because I am curious to see what this truly ends up looking like once this gets chiseled. Ah, that's not that's not what I want. There we go. Technical difficulties. Wow, really? Now why did that one? See, now this is karma messing with me. Because if if you watch Don and Dax's last episode of him working on his totem build, he was having some issues getting the chisel to work right each time. And as I was watching the video, I'll be honest, I was getting a good laugh out of it. I was chuckling at him struggling with getting the chisels to chisel right. So now this is karma getting me back for laughing at him. That's what this is. Really. Oh, really? I guess now I can laugh at myself. I wonder if this is helping my prestige. Ah, come on. Really? These aren't mess ups, by the way. They're just they're strategically placed blocks to break up the flatness. That's what they are. Okay. I'm gonna have the best looking dirt shack in all of Boundless. Whoa. Holy. Go away. Go away. Halloween's done. We don't have no more candy. No trick-or-treating. I warned you. Alright, let's get this last. Little bit chiseled out here. So we can take a look at what this looks like. Hopefully I can get it done before it gets nighttime because I want to be able to see it from a distance. Alright, we need to place we died. But I have 0% durability loss. so death isn't that big of a deal. The only thing it does is make us have less health, and I have healing brews to take care of that. You taking off, Sola? You actually have to go to actually do some work? What did I do wrong here? Alright, let's chisel these away. And then we can hop down and look. Alright. So what does this look like? Let's take these out. Don't look too bad. And then what we need to do is oh, I'm stuck. That's funny. I got stuck underneath there. I couldn't jump, I couldn't. So then basically this will have to go up. I think that's 10, right? This should be 8. So this will be 10, 12, 14. 14 seem good. Oh, I almost stuck that landing. So close. Let's add in these other plots here. Come on. Uh-oh. Okay, I think we got it all plotted. Now I'll have to, is this not plotted? I'll have to figure out like what I have an idea, kind of like I talked about earlier, an idea of which blocks I want to, some of the blocks I want to use. I just need to figure out like what I want to use for like the roofing material, whether that's, I mean, it would be kind of expensive, but something like coal would be awesome. Compacted coal. There's a lot of roof material here. Now, I don't know really how this is going to look up here, because it would have been nice if this could have came to a point, but I don't think I can do that because the platform that I'm working on isn't square. It's I don't remember what it was, but it's an even number across this way, and it's an odd number deep. Yay, the sun is coming out so we can actually see again. How much dirt do I have left? Not much. Holy cow. That means I'm going to need a lot of blocks. I haven't built a whole lot of this. I think as cool as it would be to build it all out of sand for fun to start with, I think that would be too much. I've gone almost through a complete stack of sand just doing a little bit that I've done. It's gonna sit like this probably in sand for a while, just because of the fact that it's gonna take me a little bit to get all of the material made. I'll have to make some brick mixtures. Wow. Really? Uh-oh. Fix these couple of screw ups. And we can get a good idea what this is going to look like. I think I need to let's get up there and frame this in so we can get a better idea of what it's. Tough to kind of get that idea what it looks like without seeing the actual wall in place. let's look at that. Alright, I think I can live with this. I think it works well enough. I was curious. Alright, that does work the way I wanted it to. I was afraid that the lava would do some goofy looking stuff when I chiseled this back. But it does what I wanted it to do. So it'll be something like that. Pick that up. Something like that. That one there. Where are you? And he must have actually spawned in the lava. And like that. Alright. So that's kind of what it's going to look like. Obviously we'll have like some windows or something in those walls there. We'll have to add some textures and details and stuff to it. But that's the basic layout and breakdown, and so I'm not too sure on this for the floor yet, and then this will actually might not necessarily end up being like actual rooms here. I don't know yet how I want to do the interior. It's just made it easier for me to build it that way for right now. I built this wrong though. We were supposed to be back here. That's not good. I need to redo this quick, just to make sure it doesn't change how it all looks. Actually, it shouldn't change how it looks too much. It's going to mainly be the back side, and it'll complicate how the peak comes together. Which I probably should have known that, because I know that the depth of the build is odd and the width is even. So I probably should have been able to figure that out, that it wasn't going to end in a peak like this did. Alright, let's place these blocks back in. How's it still? It still did come to a peak. It's just a shorter peak. Unless I messed it up again, which is totally possible. Totally probable. Something's not right. Okay, this needs to be carried around the outside. I did mess it up again. Okay. Ah, come on, really? It was going so smoothly. be time to take a break. I'm like starting to misplace blocks. And this feels more like it was supposed to. So it should have came to an odd number. I think I got it. Yep, then we'll have to figure out how to do that peak. Unless we do some type of, maybe we do some type of little cool design thingy. Do some chiseling or something. You know, up above here. I mean, it might not be the easiest thing to do because it's an even number. I really didn't want to do that, did I? Kind of was just wanting to see if it was beaconed or not. And it is. Okay. That is not beaconed. And now it is. And now that is. Now that is. So all of this should be beaconed, and that should pretty much cover most of the build. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Would be something like that. What's up, Onyx Gem? Have you tried playing this game at all recently? See if it works or not yet for you? So this will kind of basically become what the build will look like. My awesome sand hut. That sucks. What did this do anything for my prestige? I don't know if it did or not. Let's see if I have enough door pieces. Oh yeah. And we have enough glass. Just for the fun of it, let's... Now we have a door. And we have windows. Alright, so, you know, this reminds me of like there being like a cross on top of a hospital. Making a hospital. Now what I should do would be... Let's go grab some of those path blocks that... I don't remember what blocks were used. Not that one. What is that? Sedimentary. Not igneous. These ones. And these ones. Alright. See if I grabbed enough. And I definitely didn't grab enough. And do I have more? Or did I grab all of them? I grabbed all of them. Dang it. Well, let's go. Alright, let's craft a few of those. Empty our bags a little bit. Grab us a stone chisel. And while we're waiting for that other stuff to craft, we can place the rest of these blocks down. I didn't grab any of this block. Kind of have an idea how to kind of transition this and blend this into the build. I just don't know how it's going to work exactly. We'll go out that far. That far. And that far. And then what we can do is chisel that, like that. How's that look? They don't look terrible. Any of these finished yet? 1 minute. We need some of these ones, and that's probably not going to be enough of those either. Seven seconds. And then we do have some of these crafted, so we don't have to necessarily wait. So now we can go continue this path that way. And what I should do would be some type of decorative border block or something here. Don't have any on me. I guess I really don't need all of them. Kind of like that. So then we come down. grab those where they belong. Grab 2 of these. Two of these. And maybe like 4 of these ones. Try something here. Let's get our shooter up. Ow. Ooh, you're a big guy. We better go fight him up here, because if he picks us up... Uh-oh, he's picking us up. I'm gonna say, if he picks us up and throws us into the lava, we'll be screwed. Oh, I heard a roadrunner somewhere. There he goes. We need to switch. We need our long range sniper. Definitely want to kill those roadrunners. Alright. So, I can kind of see... as we come out of... I can kind of see it. Maybe we go just a little bit higher. Have anything to... I'd rather have the bone than the tallow. We have... Ooh, I wonder what this would... Kind of looks cool. It gives it that little bit of a reddish tint to it. I wonder if maybe if I put like I don't know. I was thinking, I wonder if I put like a center stairwell inside here and then made this be like a lookout type tower up above, but kind of like the thought of just leaving it wide open too. Be one of the few things that I need to try to figure out how I'm going to do. That sucks that you can't get it to work. I wonder if you could make a forum post. So if we have something like this. And then we can go maybe that should be centered, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. go something like that. What is it? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we'd want to beat down one more. So kind of something like that. So you can come in, you can go this way to get out to that exit. You can come around this way to get out to that exit. You have the stairway leading down this way. And when you come in, you could go right, just go straight down. And then I will go ahead and make these be rooms, maybe. Is that centered? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go something like that. Something like that. And like I said, we'll have to do some type of, I'm thinking like some type of like chiseled type of window for in here, for in these 4 corner towers. At least like on that side. I don't know if we necessarily need it on this side. We're already almost out of sand. See, how tall did we go with this? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it was 5. The door is 4 high. Well, actually, let's actually go smaller on this side, shorter on this side, just to kind of change it up just a little bit. And something's not right. How is this not working out? What am I doing wrong here? 1, 2, 1. Because this should be right here. Should go to a point. Alright, I have to wrap this up here. Yes, thanks everybody for watching. Look for some more build videos coming up on this as I transition from the temporary blocks that I'm currently using to the final blocks. And make sure you hit the like button if you liked what you saw on the stream, and subscribe if you want to see more Boundless content. Talk to everybody later. Bye now.